I cannot tell you how equally nervous and excited in equal amounts I am. I appreciate your time. Hello, my name is Patty Herndon. I live here in Layton, Utah. I walked into a Circles meeting in March of 2023. A friend found the Circles Davis County group listed on the 211 list for our area. She asked me if I thought it might be helpful. I said, I don't know, but I'm willing to give it a try. I had just lost my 9th job in 5 years. I was discouraged and in a very dark place mentally. I needed a safe place to be. I needed people that would understand my struggle and not just tell me, wow, that's pretty tough for you. And how did I get there? I married in my sophomore year of college. I worked full-time in my field for over 15 years. I was successful. My husband also did college and had some struggles getting into his field, but 10 years in, he found his niche. And we had 5 beautiful children. When the last 2 girls were born, I was able to be a stay-at-home mom. I got to do that for about 10 years. And then tragedy happened. My ex-husband now reconnected with his ex-girlfriend from high school on Facebook. That story. He had an affair. He chose her. So I watched the affair happen right in front of me. I fell apart. My 24-year marriage was crumbling before my eyes. I had a major mental breakdown. I even got a 7-day stay in the local psych ward. See, I know poverty. I grew up in poverty. I had a dad that was an alcoholic, and both my parents smoked cigarettes. They spent most of the family finances on their addictions. My mom was often very stressed and almost always angry. We often didn't have the things that we needed, much less the things that we wanted. My mom relied on unsafe people to tend us kids also. I experienced physical, sexual, and emotional abuse. My parents divorced when I was 14. I instantly became the primary caregiver of my siblings and in charge of our house. My mom worked 2 jobs to make ends meet. I would also later be mistreated by her boyfriends as well. Fast forward to 2018 and my breakdown. So I had traumas that were all being triggered. I didn't want my kids to be slaves to the home or taking care of each other full time. To be cast adrift by a too busy mom or the potential of them getting hurt. I broke pretty bad from PTSD and fear of the future of my family. My divorce was finalized in July of 2019. Back to that Circles group, that first meeting. The people were nice and welcoming. The director introduced himself and asked me questions about how I found Circles Davis County and what my situation was like. At the start of the meeting, I really struggled. I couldn't find a new and good in my life. I sat down, I took notes during the meeting, and I decided I would come back the next week. I had been able to successfully pull myself out of poverty in my early adulthood. I attended college on a scholarship because of my grades, and I earned my degree. I could even manage a whole household successfully. I have skills. I really just needed a safe place to be on Thursday nights. I needed a supportive family atmosphere to relax and learn in. I needed an encouraging environment to put myself back together. I came in with an open heart and an open mind. I wanted to learn. I wanted to succeed again. The problem with mental illness is that there's sometimes little you can do to control it. I went through many med changes and treatment, and my Circles family were there for me the whole time. I got and lost another couple jobs. I went through the Circles leaders training and engaged fully in the process. Last year, we'd gotten a couple more allies into our Circles group. Now, up until now, I had been refusing an ally because I thought I was just fine without one. I had skills. I felt that there was other people that needed the support more than I did. But Johanna pushed me, and she made me accept an ally. And Nikki is amazing. She joined us today. I was starting to stabilize. I could take on more responsibility and volunteering and give back. I have skills with teaching and organizing, and I know how to lead and encourage. So Johanna asked me if I wanted to help with a resource team of our circles group, and I got curious. I'm like, what's a resource team? What do they do? And what would I be able to help with? She listed them off and gave me a brief explanation. I asked more questions about Big View. She explained that it was helping families find their voice, stand up, and be able to ask for the things that they needed from their community, from the state, and from the federal government. This was activist and advocacy work. I said, yes, please, sign me up. I want to help change the landscape of poverty. I live daily with the stress of cliff effects. Ina, a team coach, helped me pursue Social Security disability insurance. I have a substantial work history, and now I have a disability. I struggle to work more than 1/3 to 1/2 time without becoming destabilized. My mental health struggle is a persistent long-term disability now. And dang it, I am determined to not let my disability win. I do not want poverty to be a place anyone is stuck in, stricken with, or have to settle for. I do not want poverty to be someplace anyone has to stay in. So I work very close with Johanna and Becca and all of our beautiful Circles families to help give them a voice, to listen to their struggles, and to go to work doing something about it. And my ally, Nikki, is amazing. She helps me stay grounded and to not forget me and my needs in the process. She's an amazing support and friend. Now, I'm not an artsy kind of person. Like, this is the first outfit I've bought myself in like forever. I've kind of been avoiding doing a dream board because it's kind of frou-frou for me. And Nikki encouraged me to give it a try. She kept on and kept on and kept on until I broke down and started looking at the magazines and started really asking myself, what do I want for me? I hadn't been able to dream in years. I could barely see much past this very moment and the very need to survive. But Nikki asked me all the questions. She posed all the scenarios and asked me to open my heart to the possibility. I was able to say, hey, I want that dental work that I've been waiting for years to get. I want to eat healthier. I want to lose weight in a good and healthy way. I want to increase my spirituality. I want to stabilize my budget. I want to date again, possibly marry, maybe. Boys are dumb. And on and on. I was able to dream again. But Nikki didn't stop there. When she admired my beautiful dream board, this was my this year, this is my long term. Woohoo! But Nikki didn't stop there. When she admired my beautiful finished dream board, she said, okay, what do you want to focus on first? I went, what? She pulled out a SMART goals worksheet and she chatted about all the things involved in that first thing I wanted to work on. I wanted to increase my spirituality. My life had become unbalanced. And she asked, what do I need to do? What were the steps involved? What do I do? Daily, weekly, monthly? Where I wanted to go with it. She emphasized doing it now, not later. I really wanted to spend just 5 to 10 minutes every day reading in my scriptures, followed by prayer and pondering time. I started a calendar and started to mark days off and count them. In December, Nikki found me this cute little jar. It has these little papers inside that are color-coded. So it says on the jar, if you are happy, sad, angry, etc., pull one of that certain color of paper out of the jar, unfold the paper, there's a Bible verse to help you with that particular emotion. This gave me a daily encouragement that introduced me to many different scripture verses. and it has helped me stay conscious of my moods and my emotions. So, my dream board is posted in my bedroom, and I wake up to possibilities every morning. Our Circle staff is amazing and supportive. Our Circle's families keep growing and diversifying. Our Big View team is moving and shaking. The future is full of possibilities. I am grateful that I found this program in March of 2023. I hadn't known that Circles even existed, and I am so grateful my friend asked me, should I give it a try? Absolutely. I am grateful I walked into the doors of the Clearfield Community Church where Circles Davis County meets, and I just kept coming back. Thank you, Circles USA, for developing a tried and true, proven system of empowering people to dream again. I tell everyone about this program every chance I get. And a happy update since I first started writing my story in July for this opportunity to speak to you all today. A couple weeks ago, Becca and I sat down and we did the math. In September, my income reached the greater than 200% poverty level mark. I have graduation in 2 weeks. All of my family and many of my friends have been invited to celebrate with me, and I asked Johanna to make sure she explains Circles again, because they've all heard about it from me, but I think they just need that second voice. So I've been asked to join our Circles Davis County Ally team. And I also made Johanna and Becca promise me that I could still be involved in the Big View resource team for our chapter, to keep motivating and encouraging others to tell their story and to stand up for the things that they need. Thank you for your time and care.